Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today we're going to go ahead and do a gameplay review video for Planet Atmos. If you're not familiar with Planet Atmos is, it is actually a brand new game that's coming out here shortly on the Immutable Blockchain. It's a space-style racing game. We're going to go ahead and dive through all the details as far as this video, really kind of give you a look at the background of the game, actually dive into the closed beta. We got limited access to the closed beta. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to go ahead and give you my personal thoughts on the game so we can kind of get some more details around the game itself before it actually launches here to the overall public. Kicking it off as we always do with a little bit of background about the game itself. First of all, if you want to go ahead and check out their website, you can go to planetatmos.com. I'll also go ahead and briefly look at it very briefly as part of this, and there will be a link down in the description. If you don't want to type that out, you can go ahead and click on that link. It is for the Immutable Blockchain, and as I mentioned before, it is a racing style game, really a space racing style game. So you're not in a race car or anything like that. You're actually in a personal one-person suit, and you're flying through, so you got all the different angles that you can go ahead. It makes it a lot of fun as you're playing through this. It is a downloadable client through Epic, so it gives some legitimacy for it. So it's already been approved through Epic, which is great to hear. There is no mobile-friendly version of the game, so be aware of that. I don't know if that's a plan down the road. It doesn't feel like it if it's a downloadable client, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen down the road? Technically, right now, it is a closed beta. I do have a launch date of 2024 here, but that's really for the closed beta. I believe it's going to go through the end of this year into next year as far as the actual open launch itself goes. Right now, I have it listed as it's not free to play, but that could very well change. I didn't have a lot of information around that here early just because it is a closed beta. That's why I just put it as a no. But again, down the road, that may change and it might be free to play to anyone that wants to jump in here and play it. And you can just get some NFT upgrades if that's the direction that they go down the road. And last but not least, I did mark PvP as a yes because you can race against other players as you're in the game. There's obviously no fighting that goes along with it. There's no shooting. It's really a strictly racing game, and you're trying to go ahead and beat your competitors. All right, before we actually dive into the game, let's take a very, very, very quick look at the website. As I mentioned, there'll be a link in the description down below if you want to go ahead and take a look at it. The main reason I wanted to go ahead and show you this is just to kind of show you the suit that your player, your racer is going to be taking a look at. So, like I mentioned before, you're not in a vehicle; you're actually in a space suit, which is going to go ahead and just allow you to just zip around here and fly around, and which I'll show you in a lot more detail as we go ahead and jump into the game now. All right, we are here within the game itself. Before you actually jump in here too far, I do have to suggest that you do have a game controller. Don't try and do it with a keyboard and the mouse. I did that when I initially played it, and it was a bit rough. So if you have a game controller, it makes it a whole lot easier. When you first log into the game, this is the setup that you're going to see. Please, again, remember that this is closed beta, so there are some things that are not available as far as the store and some of the other things that you can go ahead and take a look at here. If you click on the top right, you're going to go ahead and see all the details as far as your specific character. As you can see, I don't have any races technically here because I was only doing the training or the testing things out, and it did not go well with the mouse and the controller. I'm sorry, the mouse and the keyboard. So I didn't go too far with it, but just give you an idea on that one itself. Jumping back to the main screen, you have a couple options. You have the race, you have the garage, news down here, and the leaderboards. If you click on leaderboards, I believe these may have just reset. No, maybe not. Actually, yeah, they did just reset earlier today, so that's why you're seeing some of the lower numbers out here. But you can kind of go through the different ones, different teams, and everything that's currently available out there as far as the leaderboards go. If you go ahead and click on your garage, it allows you to go ahead and select between your different racers. And the thing with these is it's nice about this is each of the racers has different characteristics. If I highlight over the racer next to it, you'll see where it improves and where it kind of reduces. The red means it's going down in stats. The lighter green means it's going up in stats. So you can kind of compare the different ones as far as which are the best. So I'm going to go ahead and just use the default one here. You have different equipment that you can go ahead and take a look at. It's actually not available right now. But the main thing that you're going to go ahead and check out the difference is the racers. these different items, the gear, the badges, the equipment is going to be available down the road, and may even be available at this current part of the game. I haven't dove that far into it. Like I said, with most of my reviews, I try and get an initial gameplay review of it. If I enjoy the initial gameplay review, I'll go ahead and dive deeper into it. So I want to play enough that I get a feel for the game, but not enough where I'm an expert on the game. So you can go ahead and check if you're male or female. I went ahead and selected male. Go ahead and select back. And we're going to go ahead and jump into a race so I can show you the different options here. You have multiplayer race, which is currently locked. Coming soon, you can do the solo, which gives you just kind of lets you race through it, and then you can do custom games. We're going to go ahead and do the solo one. Again, time trials and academy. Again, closed beta, so it's limited what we have available. And the academy gives us a chance to go ahead and test things out. Again, understand that I am doing this for the first time with a controller, so we'll go ahead and see how this goes. The kind of the theme of the genre of it, as you can see, is you're on a distant planet and you're just going ahead and racing, and you count down and you go, and you're just going to use the controller, use the trigger. You can see on the left side, it's going to show you the different options as far as what buttons you're going to have to press. It's kind of a tutorial as you're going through here, and I'm already messing up. And if you go too far out of the range, it will kind of put you back in there. I am not the best racer, as you can obviously see. I'm just kind of getting a feel for this. So I'm trying to dive down here. Come on, let me dive. I'm getting a hang. So let's go ahead and dive. There we go. And you can kind of roll. And I'm just trying to get the different mechanics here. It's if you're a racer, this is probably going to be a whole lot easier for you. You have the thrusters, which is the trigger on the right trigger. Your brake is going to be left trigger. Who brakes in racing games? I know I don't. You can kind of go ahead and roll. I'm going through this slowly just so I can get a hang of it, but I went ahead and hit the trigger now. And then we're going to go ahead and continue to race through. You're trying to get through these circles, trying to get through as quickly as possible, following the trail. Probably getting everybody seasick by flinging all over the place here. And you can go ahead and see there's the right stick. You can go ahead and do a quick, whoa, I did not do that very well. I'm just trying to follow the path. There we go. So I'm getting all messed up around here. There we go. And let's kind of turn my body back around this way. So we'll roll that with the R button. So I'm trying here. Trying to swing around. I am not going to break any land speed records here because, like I said before, I am not the best racer, but I'm having fun doing it, and I'm completely upside down. So let's flip myself back around here, and then we'll go around this corner. We're just trying to get to the finish line, just trying to push through here. If you like racing games, you're gonna have fun with this one because there's a lot of different mechanics that go along with it, and when it actually gets to the point where you're racing against some other people, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead, and I'm curving upside down, which is probably not what I want to do here. There we go. Now we're back up, right side up, and we'll go ahead and turn, put in the brakes a little bit. That's a tough turn there for me. Handling is definitely a question on this one as far as me as a racer goes. We're continuing to push through here. You can see I just finished lap number 2. It said that on the top right there. So we're going to continue to go through and try and finish up this race without crashing too hard. Oh, hey, oh, and I crashed. So yeah, you can go ahead. You'll probably be a whole lot better than me than this. Like I said, this is my first time testing it out with the controller itself, so I'm still getting used to the controls themselves and how it maneuvers within the game. Trying to go fast enough where I can get a decent speed, but also slow enough where I don't kill myself too much within the game itself. All right, so we got a straightaway here. You can go ahead and see there's coasting. Like I said, who breaks in a racing game? I know the better racers know how to do that a lot better than I do, but I am not one of those. So I'm just gonna keep going full steam ahead and try not to crush myself, turn myself a little bit here as we're going through with the thrusters. And we are on lap 3 of infinity, so this is just gonna keep going. And you can see down the bottom middle there, it kind of gives you the times, lets you know what laps you're on. And then what? And I missed again. And I missed. And if you miss, you go in the wrong way too much, it'll go ahead and reset you if you're out there too much. Um, so you can go ahead and keep seeing the game. It is hard to maneuver around, at least till you get used to it a little bit. Just my personal opinion. It looks like we're going to go 10 laps here. It's funny because it says lap 3 of infinity down there. But it also says, oh, there we go. There are 10 rings within a lap. So you can kind of see that I'm on 8 of 10. And this is going to go ahead and take me to 10 of 10. I do like how, as I'm continuing to move forward here, I'm seeing the map on the bottom left. And there we go. We actually went ahead. This is going to finish lap number 4. I think that's lap number 4. Oh, starting over again. And then we're going to go ahead and keep going through. And racing every lap, I'm getting a little bit better until I do that, until I crash and burn. So we're going to go ahead and stop it there. It just gives you an idea of the actual race itself. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and jump back to the main screen here. I'm not very good. I'm not very good at race games. At least I want to play this a little bit more before I really am able to compete a little bit more. But it gives you an idea as far as the mechanics go. It is very early closed beta phase. The functionality is there as far as the racing. You just have to kind of get better with, or I need to get better with the racer itself. What are my thoughts on the game? Is it a game that I may play? Racing's not my thing. Not normally my thing, so it's something I'll definitely keep an eye on. But I may not actually go in there and play full steam ahead because I'm not very good at racing games. I like RPGs. I like MMO RPGs. That's my style. But I wanted to go ahead and give this a test and kind of give you all a feel for what this is that's out there, especially if you like racing games, especially if you like the race or the space theme that goes along with it. You definitely want to check this out. If you're at all interested in this, go ahead over to their Discord. I'll have a link in the description down below. You can also go ahead and check out Games GG. They have full reviews on this. It's kind of where I got the closed beta access through it. So I highly encourage you to go ahead and check it out through there. And then you can go ahead and test out it, especially if you're a racing fan. Let me know down in the comments below, is this a game that you're going to go ahead and test out? Me, yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. Like I said, I'll keep an eye on it. It might be fun when you're actually getting with a bunch of friends together and doing a race with a bunch of friends. I think that would be pretty cool. So when we get to that point, when they have the multiplayer, multi-racer, I'll definitely be checking out that because I think that'll be a lot of fun as far as getting some groups together. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.